top rivalry in the NA3HL wraps up the regular season here tonight. Hi everyone, I'm Joel Norman. Today is Saturday, March 5th, 2022, and it's time for your Toros Report. The Toros are looking to bounce back after falling last night to their arch rivals, the Granite City Lumberjacks, by a 4-2 score here at the Mason City Arena. The Lumberjacks scored twice in the first period and again in the second to open up the weekend with a victory and deliver the Toros their first loss on home ice since November 26th. Shota Kaneko scored for Mason City late in the first period to make it a one-goal game at the time. Luke Stevens added his fifth of the season on a 6-on-4 power play in the game's final minutes, with the Toros pulling Owen Carlson in favor of the extra attacker. The turning point in the game came early in the second period. The Toros thought that they had tied the game up when Ethan Peterson hammered home a rebound to make it 2-2. However, officials washed out that goal after it was ruled that the puck was played via a hand pass. Granite City scored less than a minute later and pretty much went on to roll from there. Now let's take a look at the action from the rest of the West Division last night. The Alexandria Blizzard defeated the Minnesota Loons in a tight game. The Blizzard outshot the Loons 41-24, but the two teams entered the third period tied up 2-2. Gavin Carlson scored the game winner midway through the period, and Alex Heidenreich added insurance in the final minute to give Alexandria the win and deal Minnesota its 16th consecutive loss. In the West Southern game, it was the New Ulm Steel and Wilmer Warhawks matching up for the second of 3 consecutive meetings. The Warhawks stayed red-hot by picking up their 11th consecutive victory, and it was a much more desirable outcome for Wilmer this time after needing overtime to defeat the Steel on Thursday. Taking a look at the scoring leaders in the NA3HL, Carter Newpower didn't pick up a point last night, but is tied for second in the NA3 with Declan Young of the Gillette Wild. The Wild are currently in the postseason, and those stats won't go toward these totals, but Young and Newpower were surpassed on the leaderboard by Robbie Rabroker of the Oklahoma City IceHawks after he picked up a pair of assists last night. He scored 5 times on Thursday and has 14 points in his last 4 games. Oklahoma City plays again tonight and tomorrow, so he has a golden opportunity to win the scoring title unless Newpower has a big game tonight. With the regular season wrapping up tonight, the postseason is approaching very quickly. Be here on Thursday night when the Mason City Toros host the Wilmer Warhawks at 7 p.m. in Game 1 of the West Division semifinal playoff series. Game 2 is the next night at Wilmer, followed up by Game 3, if necessary, a couple of Sundays coming up from now. The Toros wrapping up the regular season against the Granite City Lumberjacks and looking to end the regular season on a high note. A stat to keep an eye on for tonight's game is shots on goal. The Toros have been outshot by Granite City in each of the first 7 games in this series this season. Granite City, perhaps by no coincidence, is 6-1 against Mason City this year. We hope to see you here at the Mason City Arena for tonight's game. Tickets are still available at masoncitytoros.com. This is Joel Norman thanking you for tuning in for another edition of your Toros Report.